I can use it right now. That's fine. Right, so yeah, if I just bring up Steam and then go to the wish list, what is on my wish list right now? I was looking at my Mortal Kombat 1 stuff. So I've got Mount and Blade 2, Bannerlord, Hades 2, Starship Troopers Extermination, Lies of P, Homeworld 3, Dragon's Dogma 2, Tomb Raider 1-3 remastered, Grey Zone Warfare, not sure about this one, Black Myth Wukong, of course, Space Marine 2, of course, Frostpunk 2, I think it's going to be interesting, Stalker 2, really looking forward to that, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 looks amazing. This one is kind of, I like CRPGs like Baldur's Gate, Rogue Trader, all that type of stuff, Divinity, Original Sin. And this is on that kind of thing, and I just kind of like the story of Flint, so I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Avowed, maybe. Indiana Jones Great Circle, don't know how that's going to be. Monster Hunter Wilds, looks like amazing. The new Doom Dark Ages trailer is one of the best trailers ever. It's wicked. The person that designed that trailer knows why people play Doom. No More Room in Hell 2. Dune Awakening, not sure how that's going to turn out. Blind Descent, classic survival, looks great. Got some nice visuals. Outbreak Island, again, survival, derelict survival. Under a Rock, just for a slightly different aesthetic. Instinction. Mandragora, kind of like a 2.5D Souls-like. Looks quite cool. Blight Survival, a medieval survival game. The trailer for this looks wicked, the gameplay for it. More survival stuff with Rooted, The Lost Wild, Ark, Primitive, Emberville, which is Co-Carnage's game. That looks good. Perfect New World. Yeah, really not sure where that's going to go as an MMO. Mecha Break, something a little bit different. Delta Force. Loved the old games. We'll see how the new game is. G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra. That's definitely a retro game. But I do like my old retro sort of beat-em-up style stuff. Path of Exile 2. Oh my god, this game is going to be sick. I can't wait for this. It's going to be awesome. Perfect Dark. That's a nostalgia thing from back in the day. Gears of War E-Day. I mean, Gears of War 1-3, amazing. Space Marine 2, exactly the same style, amazing. E-Day, going back to the original Gears of War, could be a absolutely stunning game. Satisfactory, seen co-playing this a lot, really interested in this game. Aliens Fireteam Elite. Spine, this is gun fu. This just looks like a real funny game. I've got to try it out when it comes. Age of Mythology, because it's Age of Mythology and it's retold. Sniper Elite Resistance, I've got all the Sniper Elite games. Ghosts of Tsushima. Contra, just for some classic retro style. God of War Ragnarok. Marvel vs. Capcom. First Berserker Kazan. The trailer for this looked great. Marvel Rivals, we'll see. The Forever Winter, currently sitting at mixed reviews there, but on the day one. Normally day one is mixed reviews. And finally, some Rogue Trader DLC. So there you go. That is what is currently on my wish list, which is a lot of games. Will I ever stream PoE? Absolutely. It's in fact one of the things that is on my more immediate wish list to stream is once I've done this, Starfield, and we'll see where Once Human is. I'd say if that's going to be a PvP season, I'm not that interested. I do want to do a complete playthrough as a witch, as a starter for PoE. Before PoE 2 comes out in early access. Like, I really want to play PoE 2. It looks like it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I've got a lot of stuff there that I want to play. Not enough time, as always. I'd need to be like properly full-time to be able to play all the games and stream all the games I want to do and play. I've got so much content in my mind that I want to do. But because I work a full-time job and because I travel, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But I've got so much content out there that I want to do. Like hundreds and hundreds of hours of streaming and YouTube videos and stuff. You played the beat-em-up game Kazan is based on. It's kind of good, but you don't like the fatigue thing they do. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I just saw the trailer. The trailer looked really cool, so I was like, ooh, that's a trailer that's got me kind of interested in a game. Kind of like the first Descendant, the trailer kind of got me interested in the game. Though I actually want to do a video about what I think makes a good gameplay trailer, or a good video game trailer, because I've watched a lot with Summer Game Fest and all that type of thing. And there was clearly some game trailers which were better than others, and the first Descendant, like, it had this amazing trailer. It didn't have any gameplay in it, and that was the one downside, and I think, you know, that often turns a lot of people off. So I'd like to do a bit of a YouTube video on what I think makes a good game trailer, but we'll see. Again, lots of ideas, not a lot of time. Right. So Calderis is clear right now. 5 and 5. That's an 18 power sword. That's a 20 power fist, which is cool. But I want this pistol, so let's go and do this another defense mission. Okay, but I've got 2 deployments remaining, so maybe I'll do this one and this one. Actually, I might try and clear off actually something else off Typhon. Maybe I'll do this and do, I mean, all of this is junk, but maybe I'll do the Orks just to fight somebody different, get that done, and then we can see where we are. One of the greatest game teasers, not trailer, is for Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. Great voice acting. Yeah, you know, this is the thing. I have to say, maybe it's a bit of bias, but I have to say Warhammer does some amazing like game trailers across the whole IP, right? I mean, even the 9th edition trailer they did for the tabletop game was amazing. Total Warhammer 3 has done some absolutely sick trailers, though I have to say the Total Warhammer 2 trailers were better than Total Warhammer 3, though the later trailers since Immortal Empire's come out have got better. You've actually been waiting on the cash shop video. You got me interested about your opinion on cash shops. Well, this was the cash shop video for Once Human, right? So, because in principle, I love how Once Human have done free to play, because everything in the cash shop is cosmetic, right? Or 99.9% cosmetic, and nothing in there is pay to win. What I don't like is if you're gonna do that, and you're gonna, I don't like the loot box, the way they've done the loot box element to it, right? It's obscene the way they've done the loot box. I'd rather they instead of doing the loot box, I'd rather they just go pay $100 for the skin. Just be open about it, like you know, a whole bunch of other skins in other games, right? Just be open about it and go, this skin is like $50 or $100 or whatever they want out of it, rather than doing this loot box thing, which is trying to gacha you into paying $100, $200, $300 to get a skin and then not getting it, and the feel bad of that and everything. Yeah, that's what I didn't like about it.
Tyranids swarm.
Yeah, that is definitely. In fact, I've actually got a video on my YouTube channel, which is my favorite video game trailers and cinematics. In fact, where is it? Come on, where is it? I've got so much now on my YouTube channel. We've actually got well over 1,000 videos of content on YouTube now. Wow, maybe I don't have it on there anymore. It's like, it's on there somewhere, but it's probably such a long time ago. Oh, there we go. View full playlist. Here we go.
In the darkness.
There we go. There's a link for you. There's a link for you.
If the swarm destroys those, we will no longer have access to them.
Crap, where are we? Down over here.
Weapons ready.
That's a good position.
kill that, please? Thank you.
Enemy destroyed.
I forgot I was doing a defend mission first because I was talking about doing the other mission, which is actually a kill mission, but that was Orks. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a defense mission. Okay, go after that zone throw. Okay, pull back, pull back, pull back. We're too far away from our supporting guns, which we like for our suppression. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Under attack.
The enemy has targeted one of our turrets.
There we go.
Target destroyed.
Nice.
Target destroyed. Little by little,
Lots
we are
of
thinning the
rippers.
swarm.
That's it, Force Commander, get your HP back.
Under attack.
Ooh, man, they're going after that generator. Let's go, let's
Come
go.
on, aliens. Show me your
The enemy is destroying a key structure.
under attack.
Very nice. And back. And go.
Little by little, we are thinning the swarm.
Get the zone through. There we go. Bloody Raveners. Get rid of the Raveners quickly. Okay, over here. Get your health back. Alright, go after that.
Preparedness is all. Brothers, fire. Tarkus here. Enemy has us in close combat.
Not for long.
Move on to the next
Burn
target,
effects.
brothers. Direct our route. Target eliminated.
I'm glad when he explodes it doesn't kill you, otherwise I'd have been dead so many times running over Carnifex bodies like that. Nice, cool, let's go back. So yeah, you can see I got a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel these days.
Under attack.
I mean, overall, Caliber, I'm not a huge fan of cash shots, I have to say. Like, the microtransaction thing, it's one of these things that we kind of have to accept at the moment, in that that's the way gaming is. But I'd rather they were just, like, there were no loot boxes. It was just, like, open on, this is what you have to pay to get something. Right. I know why they don't do it, because for someone to buy a loot box is a very different proposition from someone to buy in terms of a cost, you know, it's a different ball game, right? But it doesn't change the feel bad element of it.
Emperor be praised. Target destroyed. The horde has been stopped in its
Basically,
tracks.
you know,
The foundry has not fallen.
bad way of gambling. Like, I'd have rather, like, if you're going to spend $150 on loot boxes, I'd rather spend
This victory
$150
will long be remembered in the
and
halls
get
of glory.
the skin I want. And a lot of times I find people don't spend the money because it's gambling, because it's the loot box, right? They don't know if they're going to get it. Whereas if they knew they could have got that Ghost Rider style set and bike in Once Human for $150, I bet there's more people that would have done it. Oh, absolutely. There are still people making it the old way, and I think when you look at Space Marine 2, you know, Space Marine 2 is a very old style of game, the way they've done it. I have no problem in DLC skin packs and all that
Well
stuff.
done, Commander.
None at
Losing
all.
a foundry would have been a devastating blow to our supply lines.
It's the gambling element of it, and I think they lose out on money. I think they get more because they see someone that goes and spends, like, you know, $1,000 or whatever on loot boxes, some complete lunatic. But overall, I think there's a lot more people that would go if they knew that they were going to spend this much money and they were going to get this result at the end. I think there's probably more people that would do it. You know. Certainly in my circle of friends, that's the case. Right, so let's do one of these optional targets here just to get rid of it. So let's do the Orc one. Stolen armor.
Commander, the greenskins.
The greenskin tank is indicated on your map display.
Well, yeah, you've only got to look at World of Warcraft and how many people bought that mount when that first came out. The Astral Horse mount thing. And that wasn't even expensive, right? That wasn't even expensive. So, you know, I think it's... I think they absolutely do get more from people overall when the person's able to buy it and know what they're buying than on loot boxes. A lot of people have become very turned off by loot boxes, which is why I don't know why Once Human is so into it. But then the flip side of that is NetEase are a mobile game company, and it very much has a lot of mobile game flavour to it, right? With all the crazy different menus and things where if you play and you do certain things, you get these rewards, but they're all over the place, and you've got to go for about 10 different windows to get to it and stuff. But you say that, but I don't think it does. I don't think they do outspend. I think it's a perception, because there are lots of cases where it's just been buy a skin for a certain amount of money, not in a loot box, and the company's made a fortune off it. Long before loot boxes, you know, were such a big thing.
Devastator's under enemy attack.
Though loot boxes probably generate more money in a shorter period of time. But over a longer period of time is where you see, you know, over a period of, you know, 2, 3, 4 months where people get paid, people want to buy the skin, they get invested in the game enough to buy the skin. That's where you overall probably make more in the long term. But I can tell you now, I've seen so many people quit World of Tanks, and loot boxes were a huge part of that. Loot boxes and the content in the loot boxes being pay to win, as much as that game can be pay to win. But I mean, literally, no one I know still plays World of Tanks. Not one. You know, and they used to didn't do loot boxes at all. You just paid your money and you got your premium tank. Then they started doing loot boxes for Christmas, and the loot boxes for Christmas were actually a good deal because you actually got guaranteed stuff in them that was worth the money that you spent. But now they do loot boxes. They've gone from not at all to Christmas only, and now they're doing it like every 2 months. Insane.
Such is the fate of the enemies of man.
There you go, now let's get rid of these guys. How old is World of Tanks? So, if I remember correctly, I was beta testing it in 2010? Because I was a beta tester of World of Tanks. I've got the old beta badge and all that stuff in it.
Emperor be free. Receiving fire. Enemy troops destroyed.
Yeah, I think it's them. Yeah, because it wasn't originally on Steam, so I don't have World of Tanks on Steam because I log into it through the Game Center original launcher.
Another enemy crushed.
So it's only been on Steam since then. Plus, you've got to look, there are different World of Tanks on Steam as well, because you've got the main World of Tanks, but you've also got World of Tanks Blitz, which is a completely different game. That game's really built for consoles and mobile. Not that World of Tanks on mobile is a smart thing. Yeah, World of Tanks is a whole game, my friend. But they have done massive graphic updates and engine updates and all sorts. So to be honest, as a game, in principle, I actually enjoy World of Tanks. It's a really cool tank game, but there are some real toxic parts to it.
Here at last, eh? I'll put blood flaps in back just for you. He starts the
some real toxic things in World of Tanks. And there's actually an awful lot of toxic people like in the game as well, which is really unfortunate. Because of the way the physics engine works, you can really ruin other people's games, which is a real shame.
Squad eliminated. Target destroyed. Tactical squad, return fire.
Get the knob, get the knob, get the knob. Let me us in a bit closer. Let's actually take the point, to be honest. Makes sense. You find PvP games are more toxic. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Mind you, there's been a lot of toxicity in Helldivers as well, I understand. Not that I'm a player of Helldivers, but I know quite a few people that do play it. There's been a lot of toxicity in that with people ruining other people's games. But yeah, World of Tanks has huge toxicity in it. And as well, it has such a steep learning curve. It's a very frustrating game because like there's more RNG in World of Tanks than there is in playing a tabletop dice game of Warhammer 40k. Right, because there's like a roll to see if you actually hit, a roll to see if you penetrate or not, a roll to see if you how much damage you do, a roll to see if you damage an internal module.
Not like this.
So it's the RNG doesn't help, right? Because, and that's why it never made it in the competitive scene, because competitive players won't play a game where them winning or losing has a significant RNG element. Like if you shoot a tank and it decides that you're not going to penetrate it, or you shoot a tank and it gives you a damage result which is like 20% lower than the average. It's not. Imagine the dice roll being behind the scenes, like it's a computer calculation dice roll. So basically, when you do damage, your gun does 200 damage, but it could go as low as like 180 damage or even lower. I can't remember what the actual thing is. It could do 180 damage or it could do 220 damage. Right? The average penetration of your gun is 150 millimeters of armor, but it could go down to like 125 or could be 175. Right? And even when you aim, if you're stood still for 10 minutes and you aim, you still have an aiming circle, and the shell you fire can go anywhere in that aiming circle. Commando Slayer on YouTube. What do you think of the Total Warhammer games? I really like the Total Warhammer games. Right now, I still kind of prefer Total Warhammer 2. That was my most fun. But I'm really starting to enjoy Warhammer 3 more. The way they're addressing things. I really liked the Chaos Dwarfs DLC. Which I thought was really good. I really like that race pack.
Commander,
and some of the changes they're making
with the people
since
caught on Calderas
Shadows
and
of
Typhon.
Change, which was a complete
On the
disaster,
most populated worlds,
is going in the right
those
direction.
Of greater
So
value, I mean.
I really enjoy them, and I play them quite a bit.
Calderas
Hope that
and
helps,
Typhon
Commando
are
Slayer.
the
Thanks for
chapters
joining us on
worlds.
YouTube as well.
It is from here that we draw the young warriors who become blood ravens. There are no places of greater value to us.
That includes your homeworld of Meridian, Thaddeus. You are no longer an Undercity ganger. You are a blood raven. You serve a higher purpose now.
Yeah, the amount of times in World of Tanks I've been like stationary, fully aimed, going to shoot a tank and watching a shell like banana at the end of a barrel and completely hit somewhere that it couldn't penetrate, or hit a track or something like that. Super frustrating. And I don't think I've ever played a PvP team game, where I've had the level of loss and win streaks that you get in World of Tanks. Like just losing like 10, 15, 20 games in a row due to having some atrocious teams. Oh, level 20 shotgun. Optional defense. Level 20 bolt. We could fully level 20 gear stuff here. Level 19 Iron Halo. Okay. Bolt pistol for 2 days and the shotgun for 2 days. Okay. like to get both of those. I still need to get this Power Fist as well, so maybe we do the 2 optional defenses and then do this optional target to get the level 20, because that I don't care about so much. I mean, that is only level 18, that's only level 19, that's we don't care about. Okay, so where are we now? Right now, where are we? Okay, so we're here.